Morning, dear students. In the previous class, we did grammar topic and the topic was articles. I know you all have completed your workbook and also the exercise based on the article which was given to you to do it in the grammar book. Now today we are going to start with the supplementary reader. Chapter 5, Tansen. Children, can you recognize this picture? Yes, I know some of you might be familiar with this figure. Yes, this is the picture of a famous musician, Tansen. So, our today's story is based on the very famous singer in the Akbar's court, Tansen. In this story, we will study about how Tansen grew from a young boy of 10 years all through his life, how he worked hard and became a famous musician, and his journey all through his life and how he became a famous singer in Akbar's court. So open your book. Let's start with the reading and explanation of the chapter. So children, let's start a beautiful and interesting story of Tansen. Let's go to the introductory part. Tansen was the only child of his parents. Naughty but talented, he imitated the calls of birds and animals perfectly. Once he tried to frighten a group of travelers by roaring like a tiger. Children, now open the book and open the book at chapter 5. We'll start with the reading and explanation. You may have heard the name of Tansen, the greatest musician our country has produced. A singer called Mukundan Mishra and his wife lived in Behad near Gwalior. Tansen was their only child. It is said that he was a naughty child. Often he ran away to play in the forest and soon learned to imitate perfectly the calls of birds and animals. So children, Tansen, he was the greatest musician our country has ever produced, and he was the only child of a singer called Mukundan Mishra and his wife, and they lived in Behad near Gwalior. Tansen, when he was a child, he was very naughty and very often he ran away to play in the forest, and then in the forest he learned to imitate the calls of birds and animals. A famous singer named Swami Haridas was once traveling through the forest with his disciples. Tired, the group settled down to rest in a shady grove. Tansen saw them. So once what happened? Swami Haridas, he too was a very famous singer. He was traveling with his disciples. Disciples means his students. He was traveling through the forest and he became very tired, so he decided to rest in a shady tree. And Tansen saw them. Strangers in the forest, he said to himself. It will be fun to frighten them. He hid behind a tree and roared like a tiger. The little group of travelers scattered in fear, but Swami Haridas called them together. Don't be afraid, he said. Tigers are not always dangerous. Let us look for this one. Suddenly, one of his men saw a small boy hiding behind a tree. There are no tigers here, master, he said. Only this naughty boy. Children, I hope you all have understood what happened. Who was playing a trick on them? Yes, it was none other than Tansen. When he saw the strangers in the forest, he decided that he will hide behind a tree and he will roar like a tiger and he will frighten the travelers who were resting over there. Then what happened? Did the travelers got frightened? No. In the beginning they got frightened. Then Swami Haridas called them together and said, don't be afraid, tigers are not dangerous. Let's look for the one. Suddenly one of his men, he saw a boy hiding behind a tree. And then they caught Tansen red-handed. Swami Haridas did not punish him. He went to Tansen's father and said, your son is very naughty. He is also very talented. I think I can make him a good singer. So Swami Haridas, he did not punish him. Instead, he took him to Tansen's father and said, your son is very naughty, but on the other hand, he is very talented and I wanted to make him a very good singer. Tansen was 10 years old when he went away with Swami Haridas. He lived with him for 11 years, learning music, and he became a great singer. At about this time, his parents died. Mukundan Mishra's dying wish was that Tansen should visit Muhammad Ghaus of Gwalior. Muhammad Ghaus was a holy man. Mukundan Mishra had long been devoted to him and often visited him. While living in Gwalior with Muhammad Ghaus, Tansen was often taken to the court of Rani Mriganayani, who was a great musician herself. There he met and married one of the ladies of the court. Her name was Hussaini. So Tansen, when he was 10 years old, Swami Haridas took him away and he lived with him for 11 years. Until that time, his parents died. Mukundan Mishra's, his father's last wish was that Tansen should visit Muhammad Ghaus of Gwalior. And Muhammad Ghaus was a holy man. And Mukundan Mishra has been devoted to this man and had often visited him. So he took Tansen to him. And Tansen was often taken to the court of Rani Mriganayani, who was a great musician herself. There he met one of the ladies of the court, Hussaini, and he married with that lady. Hussaini also became Swami Haridas' disciple. Tansen and Hussaini had 5 children who were all very musical. So Hussaini, Tansen's wife, both of them, they became Swami Haridas' disciple, student, and they had 5 children. All the children were very musical. They were very fond of music. Tansen had by this time became very famous. Sometimes he sang before Emperor Akbar, who was so impressed by him that he insisted Tansen should join his court. So Tansen by that time he became very famous musician, and at times he used to sing in front of Emperor Akbar, who was so impressed that he wanted that he should join his court. Tansen went to Akbar's court in 1556 and soon became a great favorite of the emperor. Akbar would call upon Tansen to sing at any time during the day or night. Quite often, he would just walk into Tansen's house to hear him practice. He also gave him many presents. Some of the courtiers, they became jealous of Tansen. We shall never be able to rest till Tansen is ruined, they declared. One of the courtiers, Shaukat Mian, had a bright idea. So Tansen went to Akbar's court in the year 1556 and he became one of the favorites of the Emperor Akbar. And Akbar too became so fond of Tansen that any time he used to call Tansen, whether it is a day or night, and told him to sing. And when Tansen used to practice, Akbar used to quietly go into his house and listen to him. And at times he also gave many presents, many gifts to Tansen. And some of the courtiers, they became very jealous of Tansen and they decided that they will ruin Tansen. And then one of the courtiers, Shaukat Mian, he made a plan. Let us make him sing Rag Deepak, he said. How will that help us? Asked another man. If Rag Deepak is properly sung, it makes the air so hot that the singer is burned to ashes. Tansen is a very good singer. If he sings Rag Deepak, he will die and we will be rid of him. So he made the plan that as Tansen was a very great singer, so he should be made to sing Rag Deepak. And the speciality of Rag Deepak is that if it is sung in a proper way, it makes the air so hot that the singer is burnt into ashes. And then they thought that finally we will get rid of Tansen. Shaukat Mian went to Akbar and said, we don't think Tansen is a great singer. Let us test him. We don't think Tansen is a great singer. Let us test him. Tell him to sing Rag Deepak. Only the greatest singers can sing it properly. So Shaukat Mian went to Akbar and told him to test his greatness in singing. He said that if he is a great singer, he should sing Rag Deepak. Of course he can sing it. Tansen can sing anything, Akbar said. Tansen was afraid but could not disobey the king. Very well, my lord, he said, but give me time to prepare myself. Tansen went home. He had never been more downcast and unhappy. I can sing the rag, he told his wife, but the heat it gives off will not only set the lamps alight, it will also burn me to ashes. Tansen, he could not disobey, he could not deny Akbar's orders. But on the other hand, he was afraid because he knew that if this rag would be sung, he would be burned to ashes. But still, he replied to the king, my lord, he said, give me time to prepare myself. And then he went home. He was very unhappy. He discussed with his wife that if he'll sing rag, the heat will not only light the lamps, but it will also burn him into ashes. Then he had an idea. If someone sings Rag Megh at the same time and sings it properly, it will bring rain. Perhaps our daughter Saraswati and her friend Rupvati could do it, he said. He taught the two girls to sing Rag Megh. They practiced day and night for 2 weeks. Tansen told them, you must wait till the lamps start burning and then you start singing. So then Tansen had an idea. He said that if someone sings Rag Megh at the same time and if it is sung in a proper way, it will bring rain. And then he knew that his daughter Saraswati and her friend Rupvati could do it very well. So he taught the two girls Rag Megh and they practiced day in and day out for 2 weeks. And then finally Tansen trained him, told them that when the lamps are burnt, then they should start singing. The legend goes that on the appointed day, the whole town assembled to hear Tansen sing Rag Deepak. When he began to sing, the air became warm. The leaves on the trees dried up and fell to the ground. As the music continued, birds fell died dead because of the heat, and the water in the rivers began to boil. People cried out in terror as flames shot up out of nowhere and lighted the lamps. So, children, what happened when he started singing? When he started singing? Yes, when he started singing, the air became warm. The people in the audience, they were bathed in perspiration. They started perspiring. The leaves on the trees dried. As the music continued, birds started falling dead just because of the heat, and the water in the rivers, they started boiling. People cried out in terror as flames came out of their houses and lighted the lamps. At once, Saraswati and Rupavati began to sing Rag Megh. The sky clouded over and the rain came down. Tansen was saved. The story goes that he was very ill after this, and Akbar was sorry that he had caused him so much suffering. He punished Tansen's enemies. When Tansen got well, the entire city rejoiced. Tansen remained Akbar's court singer till 1585 when he died. He composed several new rags. Tansen's tomb is in Gwalior. It is a place of pilgrimage for musicians. So, children, what happened? As Saraswati and Rupavati started singing, the sky clouded over and the rain started falling down. And finally, Tansen was saved. And the story tells us that after this incident, Tansen became very ill, and Akbar felt sorry that because of him he had to suffer such a lot. And then he punished Tansen's enemies. And when Tansen got well, the whole city was very happy and they rejoiced. And Tansen remained Akbar's court singer till 1585 until he died. He composed several new rags. And you know, children, some might have seen also, Tansen's tomb is in Gwalior and it has become a place of pilgrimage for many musicians. I hope, children, you all have enjoyed the story and have understood the theme of the story, that what we planned, we can fulfill it with our hard work and dedication. So that's all for today. Thank you. Have a good day.